Hello everyone. Now, for all you who have, well, for all you who have seen my first 3 episodes, I hope you all enjoyed them. Now, episode 4 will probably take a bit more time to do because I need to wait for 2 certain models to be complete. That's the update for my Runnic model, what you see before you, with a few extra things, and an update to Super, what other people call Fleetway. But I know him best as Super because I'm actually from the UK and I've read the comics with him. Yeah, the Sonic the comic. Yes, I literally bought all the Sonic the comics, so I know. The company that made the comic is called Fleetway. I don't know why they named him just because it's a company, but to me, he will always be Super. Now, to explain this, I shall explain part of the episodes. Episode 1, Runnic is summoned by the world rings combined into one to a mass point. This is the mass multiverse, which has low logic because the energy is spread thin through all the worlds and there's a lot of plot holes, okay? That's how it works. The mass point uses its energy to help the worlds get created, and when they reach the end, they get recreated and start over again. And by doing so, it gets mixed energy, and yeah. Basically, it's how the whole point of the VR chat stories up. So, how they evolve. So, Runnic's whole story was he's coming here for a reason. That is one of the reasons. Whenever the world rings do, for my story of Runnic, they take him to a place where he has to learn or help out. Or because it's fate. Okay. It's a bit hard to explain, but that's how it goes. Let's see. To explain that a bit more better, Runnic's story takes place in Sega Sonic. But Runnic's a background character, basically you never see him. Because his story just takes place in his home, where he... How do I put it? The world rings take him to other dimensions, and he has to collect them. And he has to use... And in a certain environment, he uses them for going super or for a wish, and they scatter again. But he always keeps one where he can go to other dimensions again, and again, and again. So basically, it's a never-ending story of him collecting the world rings over and over and over and helping people. Yeah, I know. But that's Runnic's story. He's the guardian of the world rings. Now, I should explain a bit more, but that's for another time. Anyway, episode 2. I just wanted to do an episode 2. I didn't know what to do. And then I thought about Hogger. And then Venomous. Well, he offered to help, so yeah. Also, Galaxy was hoping too because he needed some confidence. It was his first time being in a recording. Even though he didn't have any words to say, he did a very good Hogger. It was most fun having someone to do the whole string with, and I hope to have Venomous help me out in the future again, as well as other friends as well. So it's basically just fun. Also, another reason about the episode was I had to go back in the part of Sonic's story to explain. When Runnic okay, the black rings on my arms, you see, and the power stones on this omelet are made with magic and that to protect Runnic from darkness. The rings turn black because they used to be gold. And a lot of stuff, spells that about the Rick Jones stuff. But anyway, Runnic has this part of him which is known as the Fallen One, aka Dark, the Fallen One, who, how should we say, escaped when a clone body was made of Runnic. So Runnic was a fragment, and because Runnic was a fragment, he was missing his darkness part, and chaos energy literally could kill him. One day he was near one when Eggman was experimenting, and almost killed him. Eggman sealed it away. Yeah, there's got to be a story behind that, why Runnic and Eggman are friends. Yeah, I will explain that later on too. But yeah. But then in one dimension, Runnic met Super. To visit, Runnic's been to 3 dimensions of almost each dimension he's got to. The last one of the Sonic the Comic version was he'd been on for a few months there. He made good friends with Ebony, Pajamas, and Super. Basically, they found a way to keep Super alive without him going bad, aka the Chaos Drives. They're basically an artificial version of the Chaos Energy, which low grade, but it keeps him alive. And then Eggman let out a Chaos Bomb, which didn't hurt anyone. It just was designed to infuse in bandits that was scattered there, and it made Super, well, go mad. It's not Super's fault, it's the negative chaos energy. Because in Sonic the Comic, all it was negative chaos. Artificial chaos energy. If anyone's read the comics. A race made the chaos energy, which was meant to be part of the gods, but it was artificial, and it was negative. And if you follow the online version of the Sonic the Comic, they actually made the positive version of it. And then the 2 energies were fused into one. And when Sonic, and in one that part, sorry, Super went fused back Sonic, and Super disappeared forever in that story. Yeah. But there's a lot of different spin-offs, like some people do other spins, like this one on DeviantArt, where where Super's crawled his way into Sonic's mind out of the subconscious, and they're fighting together. Currently, Robotnik has took the Ark, and so much is happening. If you want to check that comic out, check on DeviantArt. Just write Sonic the Comic or something, or Kinderball. That's Robotnik backwards. Anyway, the Super in this dimension Runnic was in. Runnic fought him with his power of, well, purification. Basically turn negative into positive. It's what keeps Runnic alive from it. Runnic was able to stop him. Also, because it was only negative chaos energy, it was pure chaos energy, and it was artificial, so it didn't hurt him. Runnic then purified it after Super asked Runnic, but when he did, Super's body disappeared. 2 parts of him split. A small part went back to the Sonic of that universe, and 1 part went into Runnic. And a part of one of the world rings was inside Super at the time. So that part was adjusted to Runnic's aura, and now Runnic can use chaos energy. Runnic's super form is green because he used the world rings, and basically because it's part connected to his dad's story, which I can explain later on. But also, how do I put this? Runnic has one other super form, which he calls Chaos, which is represent for the Chaos Energy. It's a normal golden super form, but he's not really got used to it, and he hasn't got used to using Chaos Control, even though he hasn't used it yet. Okay, next we go on to episode 3. It was originally meant to have Rick in it, but he didn't want to, so I had to adjust it quite a bit. But then Dream was meant to be part of it. She was going to be Ebony, but she was ill, and I didn't want to bother about it. I just wanted to rest. And I was pricing in a hurry because I wanted to get the episode done. So, sorry that there's no Ebony Spirit in there, but I might update Ebony in the future. Anyway, the story is connected to episode 1. Runnic learnt about dead universes, and he started collecting the auras that's linked to them to repair and revive them. Basically, Sonic the Comics universe, which somehow is fused with multiple versions of Sonic's universes into one at a certain point. Like Sonic Underground and all that. AKA, look at Dark Box's one. It's fun, but it's definitely chaotic and plot holes. I asked him a question about it. He explained to me, and that's just me. I don't like plot holes, so I get explanations. I love to, but the problem is that is the problem. If I do like that, I can't keep the stories up. I can't, because I need people. I need the people who, and they're all busy. So I had to think of a way. So I thought one way that will be happening in episode 4. So yeah, Runnic got the soul of Ebony, the spirit from that world, and he's currently holding her in a stone to get ready. But something's happened outside the, well, the mass point where Runnic was to check the universities, and now he has to go out and check it. Currently, what you see behind me is this is the mass point's shell, a giant thing as big as a moon, with the void around, but something else is in this air. You will find out in episode 4, which hopefully will be a bit long, I hope. And it has a good story, well, it's just got everything I want. But as I said, it has to wait until it has to wait until this Runnic model is updated with everything else, and Super's model updated. So, yeah. I hope you all enjoyed the first 3 episodes. Episode 4 is a big project I want to do. I will try to get it done. Also, I'm gonna have some help with it. And then the real stories begin. You just have to wait until, well, you just have to wait until I finish episode 4 for that. But I have no idea when it will be done. Hopefully, it'll be done in January when the models are rigged hobby. That's the update for this model and Super. I'm just giving every one of you an update because it might be some time before the episode gets done, and I don't want people to be waiting. I want to keep a promise. I want to get this series done, and I want to keep on continuing it for you all. So, until then, have fun, respect, and GG.